for Blumpkin and Friends, starring your host, the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
Hey kids, I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin, and with me today is my friend,
Jake.
So what we're doing today is it's the second edition of the Newlywed Game. So I will talk to him about his wife, I will talk to his wife about him, and then we'll bring them both down here at the same time for a little bit of comedy to see if there's some friction and who got who, what, right and wrong.
Wowie.
It's okay, I may bust your balls a bit, she may bust your balls a bit, I hope.
It's okay.
I hope there can be a little bit of that.
I think we can handle it.
Question number 1. What were your thoughts when you first met her?
She looked intelligent, yet not so tight up, you know.
Where'd you guys meet?
I think we met at her parents' house.
For like an event or what was going on?
My buddy Brian brought me over there to just go hang out over there.
Right on. And
she was sitting outside or something reading a book. Like, oh, cool. That's an intelligent girl. And
it's always a good sign when they have a piece of literature in their hands.
Right.
And if it's facing the right side up.
Right.
It's not like Go Dog Go.
Yeah, or Inside Out or reading the back cover just to get the, the rundown. And then I looked, and then I realized the book was about beer.
Oh, well, even better.
And I was like, wow. That was
Jackpot.
That was my first impression.
It's a good one.
Nailed it.
Now, describe your first date. Where'd you go? What'd you do?
First date. I believe we went to Bennigan's. Was our first date back in the day when it existed and the goodness that it was.
So beers, food, laughs.
Right. Yep.
And then, what were your thoughts on the first date?
My thoughts on the first date.
What was going through your head? Were you nervous or?
I think it kind of went down like we went there and maybe she didn't realize it was a date, but I kind of wanted it to be a date, and then by the end she realized, hey, this is a date, isn't it?
I've been there before.
I've been duped, and I think she, wasn't opposed to it. So apparently, anyway.
Back this summer, I went to go grab a bite to eat with a friend. And it felt kind of datey, but I didn't want to ask because you don't want to be the asshole that's like clueless as to what's going on.
Right.
And especially if they go, no, you're like, oh, fuck, awkward.
Yep.
Where to recover.
Yep.
And then I figured out that it was a date on our second date when she was leaving my house and she like kissed me goodnight. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I get this now.
Yep. These were dates.
I felt like a dupe. I was in like loser denial because normally chicks don't pay me much attention anymore. Because of my getting into my 30s and having kids and being loud and boisterous and such. And
sure.
She asked me out.
Roadhouse.
Wow.
Totally different.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
Describe your first kiss.
First kiss. I believe I was at a party. We were kind of drunk. And we actually crashed in the same bed. And then our first kiss happened there. But nothing more happened, I think.
No.
I think that was about it.
I suppose memory's a little blurry because you were inebriated.
It was real classy.
You kept it gentlemanly.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I would not have.
Pretty sure it was classy.
I am a nocturnal rapist. I start initiating intercourse or boob touching a lot when I'm half awake. Like I'll go to flip over and I'll just start feeling on whoever's next to me.
Well, there was a thing. She had a king size bed. This was at her parents' house. She had a party at her parents' house or something, right? So the guy who introduced us, she was friends with her, he was friends with her, and I've been good friends with him going back until first, second grade. So we were all kind of still pretty much friends at that point. Party happened. We all kind of just all crashed, 3 of us in the king bed, and then I kind of made the move on her and. Brian guy's sleeping right there, so
yeah.
I
suppose it's a little awkward.
You can only do so much with a guy laying right next to you, right?
Well, let me tell you that I one time was sleeping in a tent with my girlfriend and one of her high school friends. So me and the girlfriend start making out. The other friend's passed out.
Sure.
We ended up doing it with her right there.
Yeah? Yeah.
And the most awkward part is I didn't know if I should keep my eyes closed or open. Like, should I watch to see if we're going to get caught? Should I just close my eyes and enjoy the moment? So I have like one eye closed and one eye open. And then I'm like, oh, this is weird. Because now I'm looking at her friend while I'm humping the girlfriend. And the friend looks all right. Okay, no.
No, I wouldn't be ashamed of that. That's
she made us go to another empty tent to finish. The girlfriend, not the friend.
Sure.
We didn't get caught.
Sure. That's good.
Describe when you proposed.
I was on the North Shore. We took a hike up the Onion River. Got to the little swimming pool right by that little tiny waterfall. And I proposed there.
So you had it all planned out?
Yes.
You didn't just like carry a ring every day for 3 months thing.
No.
Maybe the opportunity will rise.
No, but I did have to carry that ring in my pocket pretty much all the way up there and keep it hidden from her. And I think we stayed overnight in Duluth and then went up to the North Shore. Did
you keep it in the box or just the ring like in your change pouch?
It was in the box, yeah.
That's good. You don't want to drop that fucker in the rocks.
I know. That would have really sucked. And, it was kind of hard. It's hard to hide anything from Lindsay. She's pretty keen to things. So, yeah.
So you pulled it out. She's like, I fucking knew it.
She didn't.
No?
Nope. She didn't know.
Well done.
Yeah, I did it.
Sounds like it was good ambiance, too.
Yeah. That was cool.
Who cried more when your daughter was born?
Gosh, I don't remember. I don't remember. I don't know if I cried.
You don't know if you cried?
I did or not.
I tried to hold it in with my first one. I was like, oh no, it's real now. There's a baby. Fuck, I can't be irresponsible anymore.
I don't know. That's tough to say. I would probably say Lindsay. I don't really remember, though. Because there was a lot going on there.
There usually is.
Yeah.
Who farts more?
Me.
Wow, you didn't even think about that one.
Yep. Easy.
And
you could ask me that question versus anybody and it'd be me.
What's a bad habit that you have that she hates?
Oh, man, there's so many.
One that she nags you about specifically.
Probably doing stuff around the house without her asking me to do it.
Such as? Like cleaning or work?
Cleaning. Yep, cleaning or dishes, laundry, vacuuming. Anything that takes, just cleaning in general. Chores and whatnot.
Well, she's like the warden at home,
she
holding
is.
it down.
Yep, she's the warden.
You got to put in a kite to get permission?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
Okay, so now what's a bad habit that she has that you hate?
That's tough.
Does she, she obviously must not leave cups and spoons and bowls around.
No, not really.
Hair in the sink.
No.
Lady junk all over.
I would have to say, leaving. Oh, here we go. I got it. Leaving. She'll just like whatever she does with her keys when she enters the house. That's where they stay. She doesn't put the keys away. So when I got to move her car, it's like it's an ordeal trying to find those keys.
Loses keys.
I think that's the.
I've always said that the best way to not lose something is to put it back in the same spot when you're done with it every fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? Keys go in the key drawer next to the wallet and the phone.
Right.
That's how I do my shit, and I don't ever lose my keys.
Correct.
Who starts most fights or disagreements?
Well, I don't know. I'm not very confrontational. So neither is she, but I would have to say her directly, and usually it's me indirectly.
Who finishes most fights? If you're my dad, you just listen to my mom rant on for 45 minutes to an hour, and you just bottle up all the emotion for God knows when, and then eat your feelings later.
Usually it's me consoling or trying to calm her down and just make sure she's not going to leave me.
Yo, what is this bitch tripping about?
I'm just kidding.
I've been there. I have been there. My ex, who we affectionately referred to as the Beast, she would come home, drink after work, drive home after having a few, and I'd always rip on her for that. She'd always fight with me about money, calling me a cheap ass.
Yeah.
And usually she would be leaving for work, so the fight would just end temporarily. We'd hit the pause button. There'd be like an 8-hour halftime
Wow.
And then she'd come home that night.
Yeah.
And just, oh, God.
No, I don't think we don't really fight that much. So it's, I don't know. Those questions are tough because they don't happen extremely often. But
who is your celebrity hall pass? If you could get a free pass to bang one famous person, who would it be?
Jeez.
There's no Hollywood starlet that you'd love to wiggle dunk?
I'd probably just go with probably Megan Fox.
God damn it! That's the second time she's come up.
Today?
No, not today. When I played this the first time with number one fan Tim, he said Megan Fox.
Well, you know.
What about the wife? Who's she got a crush on?
What is that? I don't even know.
Tell me a show or a movie or something. I can help you jog your memory. White guy, black guy, old guy, young guy?
No, he's a white guy that plays like an Irish singer in some love movie, and then he dies. And what is it called?
An Irish?
P.S. I Love You. You ever seen that movie?
I haven't, because I'm not married and I get forced to watch that kind of shit.
Yeah.
The girls I date either watch the movies I like or we are into the same shit typically.
Yeah. Whatever that guy's name is in that movie.
P.S. I Love You. Sounds
What is he? What is he?
It's not Gerard Butler, is
that
it?
guy.
Is it really?
I think so.
That's the same fucking guy that number one fan Tim said his wife wanted. This is weird. Parallels.
Yeah.
So the guy from 300, huh?
Yeah.
That's what else he's in.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. This is the random question I ask. Do you pee in the shower?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
Any particular reason why?
I think it's gross.
God damn it. You and number one fan Tim should start a club. Do you like motorcycles?
I don't know. Not particularly. I mean, I like them.
Are you a gun enthusiast?
I have one gun.
Do you lay awake at night dreaming of a Firefly reunion?
No.
Okay, well then maybe you guys shouldn't start a club.
No, I don't. But I do dream some weird stuff. So, I don't know.
Well, that's the portion where I bust his balls. Now we're going to get Lindsay down here and get her answers. And after that, we'll see how they match up. Yeah. So we'll be right back.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
So we are back. And with me now is my friend,
Lindsay.
And upstairs when they arrived, I notified her that we have known each other now for 17 years.
It's a long time.
That means you were 14 when we met.
I probably shouldn't have been, but I was.
A whole nother can of worms. So what we're going to do is just go through some questions. Just give me some basic answers. And then when we're done with you, we'll get Jake back down. And then we'll compare and see who knows each other better. Question number 1. What were your thoughts when you first met him?
Oh, that he looked familiar?
Who the is this guy?
We went to school with each other since like 6th grade, but we never talked until we were 20-some years old.
Jesus Christ. Was he smelly in school, or why'd you avoid him?
No, we just never hung out. We weren't in the same clique.
How many fucking kids did you graduate with?
At Andover, it was only like 150.
That's even smaller than my class. What the fuck?
Because we were the first graduating class.
I had 178 kids in my graduating class. I knew who everybody was. We didn't like hang out, but I knew who the fuck they were.
I have one memory of him from high school, and that's not a good one.
Go on.
We were in criminal justice class together, and you had to do community service. Do you remember doing that?
I didn't have to do that.
Oh, well, we did.
Not until college.
So he was giving his presentation, and I just remember thinking, oh, this kid's a stoner. He needs to sit down.
Was he just fumbling?
Turns out I was right.
Was he fumbling for words?
No, it was just like 4 words.
So he's not a great public speaker?
Not really, no.
And that made you cast judgment?
Yes, I judged him.
Not everybody can be the great orator that I am. I was in college. People were like, how the fuck do you do that? I'm like, what, get up and talk? Don't we communicate with our voices all day, every day? Like, dude, I work in a store. I fucking talk to hundreds of strangers every week.
Sorry.
I don't do that anymore, so I don't care. Now I talk to hundreds of strangers every month or two at the jail.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Oh, it's a fucking blast.
Man, this shit whack, man. I just see on this shit front, man. I don't understand. It's like pause ain't no fucking good, man. Bitch be can't be tapping that shit, man.
Describe your first date. Where did you go? What did you do?
We went to Bennigan's and ate dinner. That's about it. Doesn't that sound exciting?
It's a barrel of laughs.
I remember wondering if it was a date or not. That's my biggest.
So that is my next question. What were your thoughts on the first date?
Yeah, I was like, does he think it's a date? I don't know if it's a date. I guess I didn't really care.
You know, there was a time recently where I got asked out by a girl. She asked me if I wanted to grab a bite to eat. And I was like, cool, because we're adults.
Right? And you can eat with other adults.
You can have a meal with someone of the opposite sex without putting your penis inside them.
That's true.
I've been told. So, yeah, she had asked me out, and we had dinner, and then she hugged me goodbye at the end, and then we made plans to get another meal the following weekend, and we did, and then we ended up here hanging out. I showed her some stuff. We recorded a little something. We talked in the kitchen. She left, and as she was leaving, I went to hug her, and then she snuck a kiss. And I'm like, oh.
I thought you were going to say then the dick part comes in.
Then I whipped out my penis and said, hey, that was a great Juicy Lucy I had. Would you like dessert?
Now let's do this!
Our first date didn't go like that, just so you know.
It sounds that way. Describe your first kiss.
Is it going to sound really bad if I don't even remember?
No, that's fine.
I don't think I remember.
Describe when he proposed.
I kind of knew it was going to happen, but it was exciting. We were at the Onion River. So we hiked up to the waterfall, and then he proposed there. I cried, did the girly thing that most girls do.
Got your period and fell to pieces?
Most girls do that.
And then made him carry you back down the rocks because your feet were sore?
No, I walked all the way by myself.
That's what happens. As soon as a ring comes out, your vagina just belches blood. It's like your soul is molting out all of that pent-up hatred because now this is a moment of great joy and relief because you finally trapped a man.
No, it's the other way around. He trapped me.
Oh.
Gotcha, bitch!
That sounds kind of rapey.
No, it's true. Ask him. We talk about it all the time.
He trapped you.
Mm-hmm. He tricked me. More like it.
Well, hang on. What is he, like a fucking leprechaun and then he didn't deliver on the pot of gold at the end or give you your wishes or what happened?
No, he's just very goofy and he wasn't like that before we got married. But now he's just kind of...
Oh, so he was all putting up a front before we got married, but as soon as it was like, well, by the way, I'm done wearing this girdle and I shit with the door open.
Oh,
deal with it.
That's so true. That's actually a true statement.
That is how we were meant to poop.
With the door open?
With the door open. So you can hear what's going on around you.
Well, that's how it is at our house.
Yeah. Yeah, which brings us to, who cried more when your daughter was born?
Probably me, because I was delirious. You're very out of it after childbirth.
I wouldn't know because I don't have a vagina or uterus.
No, it's just you're kind of loopy from the hormones. It's interesting.
Well, see, my ex,
the Beast,
she was loopy from getting stabbed in the spine with a needle.
Well, I
and
had
then being
that too,
bisected because they had to cleave my children from her.
That's rough.
Yeah, well, my abs still look good. Hers not so much. Oh, Jack. Who farts more?
Jacob.
Wow. Not even a pause to think.
No, we're not going to think about that.
Just him. Bastard.
It's true.
What's a bad habit that you have that he hates?
Chewing on my mouth.
Chewing on your mouth?
You know, like when you chew with the inside of your cheek? I do it when I'm bored or I'm nervous, and he yells at me.
What's a bad habit that he has that you hate?
Farting.
Farting. I like that.
It's true.
Who starts most fights?
Probably me, because he doesn't fight or bicker. He just kind of goes with the flow.
So he's passive-aggressive.
Very. I've only seen him get real mad once. If that tells me.
Go on.
I'm serious.
What happened? You can't dangle the carrot.
Oh, it was when his car... He still had a Buick Riviera. Do you know what that is? It's kind of a gangster mobile. It was kind of a piece of shit. And the door handle broke off.
Oh.
And then he cussed a lot and got mad and threw it. It was the most angriest I've ever seen him.
Now, when he threw it, did he go looking for it afterwards? Like, shit, I might need that back.
Probably.
Oh. Who finishes most fights?
I don't know. We probably just stopped talking. I'd say it's equal. I don't pay attention.
Oh, bitch, you got jacked, bitch.
If you had a hall pass, what celebrity would you bang?
Probably Topher Grace. Or Gerard Butler. One of them.
Well, you got to pick one.
Why do I have to pick one?
Well, because one is gross and a nerd, and the other one, I'd almost let him fuck me. He's so dapper.
Okay, we'll go with the second one.
That's good. Nobody wants that wannabe fucking Venom from Spider-Man 3 anyway, bitch. Who do you think he would pick?
I don't know. Heidi Klum?
Random. Are you sure? I'm writing it down.
That's the only one that he's ever really said anything about while we're watching TV.
I have to ask you, if he sees somebody that's attractive and points them out, does that bug you?
He never does. So
No?
I can't say yes or no.
Oh. If he did, would it?
Not really.
If he's like, look at her, she's fucking attractive. Look at those tits.
Maybe if he said the tits part. That's kind of rude.
What if it's just like somebody, he's like, you think that girl's pretty?
That
would
wouldn't
start a
bug
fight?
me because there's pretty people out there. And not everyone's ugly.
This is true. I've been known to be like, wow, look at her, huh? If you died, I'd be up inside of that as much as I could.
That would probably upset me a little bit.
Kind of joking antagonistically,
Yeah.
but not all the way joking. Final question. Do you pee in the shower?
No.
Because?
Because I don't have to.
What if you're in the shower and you have to pee?
Then I wait till I get out.
What if it's so
It's
bad?
not like I can aim and pee like you guys.
Well, you just let it fall out of you.
No thanks.
I've seen enough girls pee now. I have children that I have to wipe, so I've seen how girls pee. And let me just say, there's no way any one of you goes to a crime scene and takes a whiz and gets away with whatever you're trying to do. Because you spray DNA everywhere.
So I don't need to do it in the shower.
Why? You're like in a constant flushing toilet. There's water everywhere.
Nope. No thanks.
Okay. Boy. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a second here. We're going to go get Jake, and then we're going to compare your answers.
Perfect.
I can't wait.
You're listening to Blumpkin&Friends.
And now is the best part, is where we compare answers to see who doesn't know shit about each other or who's just dead wrong. And the last time I did this with number one fan Tim and Mrs. number one fan, there's a few times she's like, what are you talking about? I fucking love that. I love that. Jake.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, I got to get the questions. I didn't memorize the whole however many. What do you think her thoughts were when she first met you?
She thought I was a stoner.
That did come up, but she said, he looks familiar.
Oh. How kind.
She wasn't like blown away like, oh my God, that guy.
Wow.
Him.
Oh, yeah, he's the one.
He looks familiar.
Nope, he looks familiar. Jeez.
How do you think she described your first date?
She probably wasn't too impressed with it.
That actually did not come up.
I don't know.
She just said, it was Ben again, so we went to dinner. I guess I wasn't sure if it was a date. So before I even got to the next question, she gave me the answer. So her thoughts were she didn't know that it was a date.
Yeah, and I knew that. Yep. The old bait and switch.
What do you think she had to say about your first kiss?
That it was the best kiss that she'd ever landed in her whole entire life, probably.
I'll quote her.
Okay.
I don't really remember.
I don't.
Wow. Wow. What a true
we
love
kiss-
story we got
we
going on
kiss
here.
so
huh?
much, I just don't remember.
Holy moly. She's a sentimentalist. So.
What do you think she had going through her mind when you proposed?
She was probably starting to worry about all the planning for the wedding.
Well, she said, I knew it.
Wait a minute.
She did say, yes, you guys both mentioned the same locale. So you're recalling the story the same way. It's the sentiment that apparently was off in what you thought she was thinking.
Damn it.
In terms of who cried more when your daughter was born, she said...
Me.
She said her. So I didn't
Well,
cry.
he's supposed to guess what you said before you
sorry.
tell him what you said, is how this normally...
Well, there was silence, and he didn't tell me what to do.
He's thinking. The man wants to be precise
I'll be
with
here
his
all day.
answers. Touche.
Oh, man.
I'll just get this out of the way. The second I asked who farts more, I barely finished my sentence, and you both said Jake. Or you said me. She just, wow, just bam, right out of the gate.
Correct.
You should stay with us for a day.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that at work I have quite the reputation for my stinky butt.
Yeah.
But since I gave up eating sugar, I don't fart as much. So maybe that's part of it. If you give up eating a lot of processed sugars and starches, you won't fart as much.
Jeez.
And I don't drink pop or beer,
That
so
would be tough.
that carbonation.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Cheese, not a lot of cheese. Lactose and me, we don't hang.
Okay.
We're learning. We're learning things about each other.
So what do you just eat meat and vegetables and water
And a lot of peanut butter.
and
I only drink water.
whatever's in those empty protein bottles out there.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
I call that the pyramid of power.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I'll have to check it out.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
taller than you are.
Yeah, it's big.
Sorry, there's just a lot to take in down here.
I've been keeping them for so long now that I'm up to 10 levels high on the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
So if the listening audience knows about protein powder containers, they come in a 2-pound little bucket, and I have enough of those. I think there's, I did the math. I don't know. There's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And they're stacked 10 levels high.
Dang.
It's a lot of protein.
Jeez,
Well,
Lou.
it's 2 or 3 years worth.
Wow.
One every 2 weeks. That's how I roll. What is one bad habit that she has that she thinks you hate?
Losing the keys.
Well, she said chewing her inner lip when she gets nervous,
Oh,
when
yeah.
she's bored.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I don't know how she has any cheeks left.
I don't lose the keys all the time. That's half you, buddy.
No.
Oh.
I know, but when I gotta move your car, I have no idea where your keys are. That's the problem.
Okay.
God, should I have a leather couch for you guys to be sitting on here? Like a clipboard writing down notes for a case study?
Yeah. Probably wouldn't hurt.
What is a bad habit that you have that you think she hates?
I don't remember what I said on this one. I think I said,
No, what do you think
Not-
she said? What do you think she said is a bad habit you have that she hates?
probably like pooping on her while she's in the shower. Well, not pooping.
Could you elaborate on that? Because that sounds like you guys are doing a 2-person version of Tub Girl.
I mean, making a bowel movement in the toilet while she's taking a shower in the same bathroom.
What the fuck is wrong with that?
When there's no fan, it's awful.
Well, now she's got a point because moisture does heighten the sense of smell. So anything you do that creeps under the curtain, around it, or above the top of that pole,
It's bad.
it's magnifying your shit stink exponentially.
That's too bad.
There's a
He really
science
doesn't
behind
care
it, but
because he
apparently he does not. Not an issue.
Yeah.
Who starts most fights? What do you think she said?
She probably said, "I do."
She said it was her.
Well, she'd be right.
And when I asked her who finishes most fights, what do you think she said?
She probably said, "Nobody finishes the fights."
That is correct. It's equal. You'd usually just stop fighting. Like you guys gas out, maybe go to neutral corners or something. I'm
right.
paraphrasing it.
She takes a shower and I shit on her.
So
then everything's okay.
So you're penting up some of that aggression for later
That's right.
with a diabolical act of revenge.
Bigger poops, yes.
That's right.
That's a good strategy. I like how he thinks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who do you think she said would be her celebrity hall pass?
I don't know. Gerard Butler, that's what I said.
That is correct.
Good job.
To which I told him that Mrs. Number One Fan had the same pick.
That's because he's hot.
It's an ironic coincidence.
What?
Settle down. Settle down. He's not like Ryan Reynolds attractive or Ryan Gosling attractive.
Ryan Gosling isn't attractive.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I don't know. If they were like, hey, we're going to Miami for the weekend. You want to come hang out? And then we ended up somehow like I got roofied and woke up as the meat and a people sandwich.
You'd be okay with that?
I'd be like, well, I just got totally skewered by the Ryans. That's the next best thing to going back in time and getting fucked by the Coreys. Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably a reference that you don't get. Well, you're the same age pretty much, so yeah.
I'm older than him.
Boy, 3 months.
Wow.
Oh,
All that extra worldly knowledge that you soaked up in that quarter of a year. Who do you think she said would be your hall pass?
I have no idea.
You just want to take a random guess?
Britney Spears.
No, she said Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum.
Yeah.
That's not a bad guess. I'd actually like to change my previous answer.
Hey, what was your previous answer, Britney
Don't-
Spears?
No, you
Don't
just
worry
wait for
about
your
it.
thing now.
Don't worry about it.
Now it's your turn. All right. So in reviewing that,
See, she knows me better than I know me.
he
This is amazing.
he did pretty good. But now it's your turn to be skewered. I'm going to just slightly turn the mic your way a little bit there. Okay, so now Jake has to talk a little bit louder when he does. What do you think he said was his first impression when he met you?
That I was cute.
He said intelligent. You were reading a book about beer.
Yeah, it's pretty intelligent. Thanks, honey.
That's a winner right there.
Yeah,
That's a winner.
yeah.
Yep.
We've established that you both remember going to Bennigan's and having dinner. And I'm just going to throw this out there that you both knew that she didn't realize it was a date.
Our
correct.
dates are a lot more exciting now.
Correct.
Just so you know.
Now,
Yeah.
when I asked him to describe the first kiss, what do you think he said?
God. Passionate? You like to use words like that?
Well, it wasn't so much an answer as much as it became a story.
It was a story?
There was a party at your house. He was drunk, or you were both drunk. You have a king-size bed, and the two of you crashed with another male friend there, so he had to sneak it in.
Oh, no, I remember.
Yeah, now she remembers. Once you lay out the details and paint her a picture.
Oh, wow.
No.
I married that.
Yeah. Why the hell are you down here? That's a you problem. Go upstairs. God, they know the rules. They do that. They interrupt, and then it's a nice break in the action when I get to scold the kids. And I don't edit that shit out, ever. Ever. I might whittle down the amount of banter if it's inaudible, but... How do you think he described proposing to you?
Did he tell the story again? And then say I
Well,
was...
he went first, so it wasn't really again. It was first. So what do you think he said?
Oh, gosh, I don't even know. He was so excited.
Like he was flailing his arms like an autistic kid? He had a random boner? What do you mean by that?
Definitely not a random boner. I would remember that.
That'd be an awkward moment to pop in.
He was nervous. Oh, now I remember. You were nervous.
I was really nervous.
Yeah, he was nervous.
Well, he talked about going to the North Shore on a hike.
Yeah.
Did some rock walking by the Onion River and the waterfall. He said he had to hide the ring. He said he did a good job and he didn't think that you knew it was coming.
I saw it.
Damn it!
At the very end, I saw it. But you did a good job hiding it all the way up there.
Where did he have it? Like in his pocket? Or?
Yeah. So then when, like...
Well, where
he
else are
was,
you
like,
supposed to put it when that's all
kneeling.
you got? I can't
It's
fit
like-
a ring box in my shoe.
You could have crotched it. You
I'm
could have
not
put it under
yelling
your
at
tea
you.
bag.
I'm just telling you. I saw it.
That's romantic.
Well, I wouldn't be smelling
Hold on a
about it.
second. Hold on a second.
That goes along with what I said about whipping your dick out.
Start at
You
it.
just
Like...
you start pulling down your zipper. No, wait, hang on.
There's
It's-
more here than what meets the eye.
This is not how it seems. I'm not about to present. I mean, I am, but I'm not in the way that you're afraid that you are by the way that I'm reading the look in your eyes.
It's okay.
So,
Yeah, buddy.
what am I doing? Where are we? Who did he say starts more fights?
He probably said me.
He did say you. That's correct. And who did he say finishes most fights?
He probably said him.
You know, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. He basically said that you guys don't fight all that much.
It's true.
And then he tries to kind of just calm things down.
He's very calm. Yes.
Yep.
So, like I said, he was like, me, I fart more. Going back to that one.
I do.
Okay. I couldn't read my own writing for a second there. I had to jot notes. Look at the fucking size of this notebook. It fits in my hand. I feel like an old-timey 1930s newspaper reporter. Tell me about the time that went on yesterday when you were at the scene of the crime and who got murdered. Tell me everything you know. What did he say is a bad habit that he has that you hate?
Farting?
No, he said cleaning without asking.
What?
Apparently he does things around the house without consulting you first, and you don't like that.
No. She tells me to do stuff. I don't.
And then he doesn't.
I don't like do stuff without her telling me to.
I was going to say, this is news to me.
Oh, I see. I misinterpreted what he said the first time then.
That's what it was. But she still got it wrong. Farting's not even close to that.
It's not. It's not even close.
So
You are 100% wrong.
And what did he say is a bad habit that you have that he hates?
Losing my keys.
It is losing your keys.
that was easy. I said that when you were here.
She's doing excellent right now. She's actually in the lead, it looks like, for the most part.
Cheater.
Who did he say would be his celebrity hall pass?
Britney Spears.
Not when we were fucking sitting down here. Are you going to go with that?
I don't know.
That was a ploy to.
Oh my God! Really? That was like the second rule: is don't be loud and jump around and don't poop. Go tell her I'll be up in a minute. I'm almost done, but the longer you stay here, the longer it's going to take. Hurry, the poop's crustifying on her anus. You're not gone, you just duck down. I fucking see your fingers. God damn it. Who did he say would be your celebrity hall pass?
Probably Gerard Butler.
He did. That's another good one. I would like to point out that neither one of you pees in the shower.
Good.
It's just something I ask people because it's like one of those weird, quirky things like toilet paper. Over or under when you hang it?
Over.
It is over. If it's under, you should burn in hell.
Right.
How would you know you never replaced the toilet paper roll?
Bonus conflict.
No. It's not really a conflict.
I teach you at least weekly.
Teach you? Listen to that.
See, that's how I get the toilet paper on the roll. I get her to teach me every time.
She yanks back the leash, and you're like, okay, I'll put the thing on the thing. Oh, God. Peeing in the shower is pretty much natural, as I said to her, because you got to go, right? There's sometimes I get up and I got to get right in the shower. I'm like, I don't even sit down to take my morning whiz, which I sit down to whiz because I have to hide my doodle from the girls. They'll run in the bathroom. I don't want them to see my cock.
Yep.
They haven't seen my cock yet, and I don't want them to see my cock, ever. I don't want to give them a complex.
Fair enough.
Especially like if they're teenagers. Like, I saw my boyfriend's penis. It's way bigger than your penis, Dad. And then I have to go and commit suicide because there's no amount of therapy that fixes that.
She did tell me her boyfriend called.
What boyfriend?
I don't know. She told me.
Boyfriend.
She told me.
And nobody called my phone.
He doesn't tell her his name. I said that's pretty rough.
Well, actually, I think that sounds more like a stalker.
You might want to have a talk.
Huh. Well, she's 6, and yesterday she paid no attention to any of the boys there, so I'm not worried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I wouldn't be either.
But yes, we can aim to pee. So I just point my dick down into the drain, or sometimes I just let it go while I'm shampooing. What do I care? There's water everywhere, and it's going down the drain.
How do you feel about that?
Usually my thoughts come in to be, when we lived at our house, there was one bathroom. We all took showers in the same bath, and we gave our daughter a bath in there too. So it was kind of a sanitary decision.
The water to pee ratio is like 100 to 1.
True.
It's the thought that counts.
Going forward,
but the bacteria count in that ratio is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're building up immunities. Hand sanitizer, come on.
No, I
pee
agree with
everywhere.
you.
Just coat everything in pee,
All right.
and you'll not get the flu ever.
All right. Well,
Maybe. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
clearly.
Now, shitting in the shower, don't do that.
Yeah, especially on your
Nobody-
wife. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's bad enough if you're doing the waffle stomp into the drain, but if she's there and you're spackling the side of her thigh with like a romantic Duke.
Yep. You know me.
Well, thanks for coming and doing the show with me today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
It was good times.
Interact with the show on Twitter at Blumpkin Show. That is at Blumpkin Show. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/Blumpkin&Friends. I'm the Reverend Johnny Blumpkin.
And I'm Jake.
And I'm Lindsay.
Good night.